I gave up my full-ride college scholarship so my best friend could go to her dream school. 15 years later, I discovered she'd been lying about why she needed it, and my revenge changed both our lives forever. My name is Marcus Rivera. I'm 33 years old, and this is the story of how I sacrificed everything for someone I trusted, lost 15 years to that lie, and finally got justice when the truth came out. I grew up in South Phoenix, Arizona. My mom worked 2 jobs, morning shift at a hotel, night shift cleaning offices. My dad left when I was 8. We lived in a small apartment near Central Avenue. Money was always tight, but I was good at school, really good. Straight A's through high school. Took every AP class Camelback High School offered. Spent lunch periods in the library studying while other kids hung out. My best friend was Jessica Chen. We'd been friends since freshman year. She was smart, ambitious, came from a nicer neighborhood in North Phoenix. Her parents were both engineers at Intel. Big house, 2 cars, college fund, or so I thought. Senior year, we both applied to UCLA. It was our dream, move to California together, roommates, conquer college side by side. April 2009, acceptance letters came. I got in, full academic scholarship, 4 years, everything covered, tuition, room, board, books, worth about $50,000 a year, $200,000 total. I cried when I opened that letter. My mom cried. It was our way out. Jessica got accepted too, called me the same day, screaming with excitement. "We did it, Marcus. UCLA. We're going to California." But her letter didn't include financial aid, just acceptance. She'd have to pay full out-of-state tuition, $35,000 a year. 2 weeks later, everything changed. Jessica showed up at my apartment after school. Her eyes were red from crying. "What's wrong?" I asked. "I can't go to UCLA," Jessica said, voice breaking. "What? Why not?" "My parents can't afford it. The tuition alone is $35,000 a year for out-of-state. They don't have that kind of money. I need to take out massive loans. They're saying that I should go to Arizona State instead. Stay in state where it's cheaper." I was confused. "But your parents are engineers. I thought—" "My dad got laid off 6 months ago," Jessica interrupted. "They've been hiding it, using savings to keep up appearances. But there's nothing left for college. SU is my only option." She sobbed. "I worked so hard. We were supposed to do this together." My heart broke for her. Jessica had been there for me through everything. When my mom got sick junior year, when I struggled with calculus, when I doubted myself. She was my best friend. "There has to be a way," I said. "There isn't," Jessica said. "Unless I win the lottery, I'm going to ASU while you go to UCLA without me." That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about Jessica, about how unfair it was. She'd worked as hard as I had, deserved UCLA just as much. And then I remembered something. The scholarship coordinator had mentioned that in rare cases, if the original recipient declined, the scholarship could be reassigned to an alternate candidate from the same high school. The next morning, I called the UCLA financial aid office. "If I decline my scholarship, can it go to another student from my school?" I asked. The woman on the phone hesitated. "It's uncommon, but if you formally decline and submit a written request, we can consider reassigning it to the next qualified candidate." "What if I recommend someone specific?" "We'd review their application. If they meet the criteria and we have an alternate candidate list, it's possible." I hung up, stared at my acceptance letter. My mom's voice echoed in my head from 1,000 conversations. "Education is your way out, Miko. Don't waste this chance." But Jessica was my best friend. She'd always had my back. And her needs seemed greater. I could go to ASU, get a good education, stay home, and help my mom. Jessica's whole future was riding on UCLA. I made my decision. I called Jessica. "I'm declining the scholarship. I'm going to request they give it to you." Silence on the other end. "Marcus, what? No, you can't do that." "I already decided. You need this more than I do. My mom needs me here anyway. I can go to ASU, live at home, work part-time. You deserve UCLA." "Marcus, that's insane." "It's done. I'm submitting the paperwork tomorrow." Jessica cried. Thanked me over and over. Said I was the best friend she'd ever had. Said she'd never forget this. I submitted the formal decline. Wrote a letter recommending Jessica Chen as the alternate recipient. Explained her financial hardship, her academic excellence, why she deserved this opportunity. 6 weeks later, UCLA reassigned the scholarship to Jessica. She was going to California. I was staying in Phoenix. That fall, Jessica moved to Los Angeles. I enrolled at Arizona State University, lived at home with my mom, and worked 30 hours a week at Target to pay tuition, took out student loans for what I couldn't cover. Jessica and I texted for the first few months. She sent photos of campus, her dorm, the California beaches. She seemed happy. But gradually we drifted apart. Different lives, different worlds. I graduated ASU in 2013, got a job as an accountant at a mid-sized firm in Phoenix. Decent salary, $45,000 a year. Still paying off my student loans, $28,000 in debt. Jessica graduated UCLA, moved to Los Angeles permanently, got a job in marketing. According to her Instagram, she was doing well. Nice apartment in Santa Monica, frequent brunches, travel photos. We hadn't spoken in years. Life moved on. I got engaged to my girlfriend Sarah, bought a small house in Tempe, built a quiet, normal life. 15 years passed. Last September, Camelback High School announced a 15-year reunion, class of 2009. I almost didn't go. Reunions felt like comparing life scorecards, but Sarah convinced me. It'll be fun, see old friends, show off your hot fiancé, she joked. The reunion was at a hotel in Scottsdale. Cash bar, name tags, awkward small talk with people I barely remembered. Then Jessica walked in. She looked successful. Designer dress, expensive jewelry, confident smile. She was talking to a group of our former classmates. I walked over. "Hey, Jessica." She turned, her face lit up. "Marcus, oh my God, it's been forever." We hugged, caught up. She told me about her career. Senior marketing director at a tech company in LA, 6-figure salary. Just bought a condo in Venice Beach. "That's amazing," I said. "UCLA really worked out for you." "Best decision ever," Jessica said. "I owe you everything. That scholarship changed my life." "I'm glad it helped." We talked for a few more minutes. Then she rejoined her group. I went back to Sarah. Later that night, I was at the bar getting drinks. Jessica was there with 2 other women from our class, Amy and Kristen. They didn't see me. I was standing behind them, waiting for the bartender. "God, this is so boring," Kristen said. "Everyone's just bragging about their mediocre lives." "Seriously," Amy agreed. "Like, we get it. You have kids and a mortgage." Jessica laughed. "At least I got out. Best thing I ever did was getting that UCLA scholarship." "You're so lucky," Amy said. "How did you even get it? I thought Marcus Rivera got the full ride." Jessica's voice dropped, but I could still hear her. "He did, but I convinced him to give it to me." My stomach tightened. "Wait, what?" Kristen said. "How?" "I told him my parents couldn't afford UCLA, that my dad got laid off. Total lie. My parents had my college fund sitting there the whole time, like $60,000. But I didn't want to spend their money, so I cried to Marcus about financial hardship, and like the naive idiot he was, he gave up his scholarship for me." The women gasped, then laughed. "Jessica, that's insane," Amy said. "I know," Jessica said, grinning. "But it worked. I got 4 years at UCLA for free, kept my parents' money invested, and Marcus stayed in Phoenix working at Target or whatever. Win-win for me." "That's kind of savage," Kristen said. "That's called being smart," Jessica replied. "You don't get ahead in life by being nice. You take opportunities when you see them." They clinked their glasses, laughed again. I stood there, frozen. The bartender asked for my order. I couldn't speak. Sarah appeared beside me. "You okay? You look pale." "I need to leave," I said quietly. We left the reunion. I didn't say goodbye to anyone. In the car, I told Sarah everything. What Jessica had said. The lie. The 15 years. Sarah stared at me. She made up the whole thing? Her dad's job? The financial hardship? Apparently. "And you gave up UCLA for her?" "I did." Sarah was furious. "Marcus, that scholarship was worth $200,000. You stayed in Phoenix, worked through college, took on debt, while she got a free ride and kept her parents' money." "Yeah." "You have to confront her." "What's the point? It was 15 years ago." "The point is she stole your future." I didn't sleep that night. Kept replaying Jessica's words. Naive idiot. Win-win for me. Her laughter. The next morning I made a decision. I wasn't going to confront Jessica, I was going to investigate. I spent the next week digging public records, financial filings. I found her father's employment history. He'd worked at Intel continuously from 1995 to 2015. No layoff in 2009. No financial hardship. I found property records showing her parents refinanced their house in 2008, took out equity. That money likely went to Jessica's college fund. I found Jessica's FAFSA application from 2009, the form you file for financial aid. She'd claimed severe financial need, but her parents' tax returns from that year showed combined income of $140,000. She'd committed fraud, lied on federal financial aid documents to make herself eligible for scholarship consideration. I contacted UCLA's Office of Student Conduct, explained the situation, provided documentation. They investigated. 3 months later, UCLA's findings came back. Jessica had falsified her financial hardship claim. The scholarship had been awarded based on fraudulent information. Under university policy, degrees obtained through academic fraud could be revoked. UCLA sent Jessica a formal notice. Her degree was under review. She had 30 days to respond. Jessica called me, first time in 10 years. "Marcus, what the hell did you do?" Her voice was panicked. "I reported the truth," I said calmly. "You're trying to get my degree revoked over something that happened 15 years ago? You lied to get a scholarship that wasn't yours. You committed fraud. It was just college. Who cares? I care. I gave up UCLA for you. Worked 30-hour weeks while going to school. Took on debt I'm still paying off. You stole that opportunity from me." "I didn't steal anything. You gave it to me." "Because you lied. You manipulated me." Jessica was crying now. "If they revoke my degree, I'll lose my job. Everything I've built. You should have thought about that before you called me a naive idiot at our reunion." Silence. "You heard that?" Jessica whispered. "Every word." "Marcus, please. I'm sorry. I was drunk. I didn't mean it." "Yes, you did." I hung up. 2 months later, UCLA revoked Jessica's degree. Official reason, academic fraud in scholarship application process. Her company fired her within a week. Marketing director positions require valid degrees. Her LinkedIn went quiet. Her Instagram posts stopped. I heard through mutual friends that she'd moved back to Phoenix. Was working retail while trying to rebuild. Some people think I went too far. That 15 years was too long to hold a grudge. Here's what I learned. True kindness means helping in others, but never at the cost of destroying your own future. I sacrificed my dreams for someone I loved like family, and she turned my generosity into her personal gain. That wasn't friendship. That was calculated betrayal. The hardest lesson. Some people see your kindness as weakness, your trust as opportunity, and your sacrifice as stupidity. I also learned that lies have long shadows. Jessica built 15 years of success on fraudulent foundations, a prestigious degree she never truly earned, a career launched by stolen opportunity, a life constructed on my sacrifice. But nothing built on deception lasts forever. Eventually the truth surfaces. Eventually the foundation cracks. And when it does, everything collapses at once. You cannot steal someone's future and expect your own to remain standing. And most importantly, standing up for yourself isn't revenge. It's justice. I didn't ruin Jessica's life. She ruined it herself the moment she chose deception over integrity. Some bridges you burn not out of anger, but out of self-respect. If this story moved you, hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments about sacrifice, betrayal, and standing up for yourself. And subscribe for more stories about justice, truth, and knowing your worth.